Hey everyone, it is Kellen Brower here from Racer X again this week with another race examination, this time from Anaheim 2, where we're going to talk a lot about the 250 class in this one. Jett Lawrence taking the lead there from Christian Craig, but it's everybody's talking about this move right here. Dylan Ferrandis going down the inside and trying to block past Christian Craig, ending with both of them down on the ground. Craig probably didn't know it was coming. Ferrandis thought maybe Craig would react to it. Whichever way you side on this situation, there is one interesting tidbit about this. Look at this Rocky Mountain ATV MC bale in the background, and we're going to kind of take you through the whole day of where this bale came from and why it might even be there, which leads into maybe Feld and Dirtworks knew this was coming. So here it is in the first timed qualifying session for the 450A group. It's perpendicular to the track there. It's not even on the track really, it's behind the berm. But if we move to the second timed qualifying sessions, there it is, now parallel with the racetrack. So clearly they saw something coming in this turn, and it could have maybe changed the entire dynamic of the night and maybe saved some guys from having really brutal block passes happening in the first place. Here's why it's important though. If you look at the lines, this is how they were using the inside line during practice, and this is how they're using the outside line. If that bale is not there, you're going to see this inside line push a lot further back, even to the end of the corner, where guys will be drifting out further and closer to the mechanics area, making that contact point closer to the exit of the corner instead of further down the straightaway where they have the chance to react a little bit more. As you can see with Ferrandis here, he is using that mentality a little bit where it's like right to the exit of the corner to try to block Craig. He doesn't even get close to the end of the tough block there. And unfortunately for both of them, they end up going down. For Craig, his night is over right there. But it's not the only time we saw the pass in that corner like that all night long. Look at Tomac coming down the inside, blocking off Webb's line, going pretty deep to the bale there. Now it looks like Tomac was a lot closer to Webb here than Ferrandis was to Craig, which allows Webb a little bit more time to react to Tomac's move. But the trajectory of the pass is almost the same. Tomac sliding up the inside and trying to block the line. It really comes down to a timing thing where Ferrandis was just a little bit too late to the punch here, and Craig could not react to what Ferrandis was doing. Now I want to talk about this pass as well, because I'm seeing a lot of Ferrandis hate coming from this one as well. One thing of note here is that he does leave Lawrence room. Lawrence has the ability to back out there if he would like to, but he doesn't, and he's trying to go for the win, so I don't blame him. But here's the start of the 450 main event where almost the exact same thing happened. Baggett coming down the inside, trying to block off Aaron Plessinger's line to take over second place in the race. Plessinger reacts though, and Baggett actually seemingly closes the line off more than Ferrandis did. The difference there is a little bit of timing. Ferrandis coming from deeper down, Baggett already down the inside of Aaron Plessinger there. But still, you can see similarities in that pass, and it kind of happened all night long. We saw a lot of passing there, and interesting that Ferrandis was so vilified for that attempt. Now onto the 450 class. We're talking about whoops in the 450 class because Eli Tomac was tremendous all day long in the whoops. Ken Roczen even said, that's why I lost the race, because Tomac was so good in the whoops, and it clearly showed because Tomac passed him and was out of there. But I wanted to focus more on jumping versus skimming whoops, which Cooper Webb really picked up on in this race. He said that he knew the jumping line would come into play later in the race, which is why he started focusing on jumping through them earlier, and Tomac was having to blitz the entire main event, so even when they got V'd out and cupped out, Tomac's still trying to blitz, Webb jumping. Webb was starting to make up more time, and he was catching the group in front of him by the end of the race. It's not a huge difference between blitzing them versus jumping them, and that's going to be something that we're going to have to keep an eye on as the series moves on. Regardless of which, Tomac was great all day in the whoops, great all day, pretty much in every section of the track, and it helped him pick up his 28th career win as he now moves 5 points down the championship behind Ken Roczen. That's just a couple of the talking points here from A2.